Okay, here we go. Feet together. Standing nice and tall. We're going to get our feet hip distance apart. So we're going to turn our toes out to the corner of the room and our heels to follow. Make sure we've got a lovely, nice, even balance of weight throughout. So make sure that you're nice and evenly spread. Spread out your toes, plant them nicely on the mat. Slight bend in your knees, so we're working through the quads, not through our joints. Hands come onto your hips. We're going to work through our pelvic positioning here, coming all the way forwards and then kicking out all the way to the back. Just rolling through our pelvis to release our lower back. Thinking of all the way forwards being your point A, all the way back being point C. We want to rest in a neutral spine, a neutral pelvis, which is your point B, tucking your bum under slightly at the back there. So you've got a nice, strong position for your core to work through. Keeping our position as we are down below, we're going to keep our shoulders up, back and down, releasing the neck. Take one hand onto our rib and one hand onto our tummy. Hi Vanessa, sorry I've started already. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, we're going to take one hand onto our ribs and one hand onto our tummy. We're going to do some nice breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep going, filling your lungs full all the way in and then exhaling all the way out. One more in. Feeling the way your hands are moving as you breathe in and out. This time breathing in all the way in. Fill your lungs, and as we exhale, we're going to engage our core. So we're going to tighten our tummy muscles. Draw your navel in. This way, keep breathing like this. You should feel your rib, the hand on your ribs moving and the hand on your tummy staying nice and still. One more in through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Now, this is how we want to breathe throughout. So we're engaging our tummy muscles, keeping them nice and firm, feeling your ribs coming out to the side. It's lateral breathing, just nice, big, long inhales and exhales. So Vanessa, as you've just joined us, we're coming with our feet hip distance apart, slightly soft knees, and I want you in a pelvic neutral position. So we're going to roll through our pelvis all the way forwards, all the way back, and resting in the middle for a nice neutral pelvis there, okay? So we're going to do a little warm up, keeping ourselves with our soft knees, rolling our shoulders backwards. In your own time, keeping nice and tall through the crown of your head, keeping a nice, tight, straight core. Think about how that feels through your shoulders. There's any tension. Turn that into a forward roll with your shoulders. Nice breathing, nice natural breathing. Coming forwards with both arms up and then taking it wide, forwards and down. Keep going like this. We're going forwards, pressing slightly back, forwards and down. Keep those knees nice and soft with your pelvic neutral. Engage your core, chest up, nice tall through the crown of your head. One more like this. And then we're going to do some pulses when we come up the next time. So we're coming up, pulse for 3, pulse, 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 forwards and down. Keep going. We're going to mobilize our shoulders here. And forwards and down. 2 more like this. Coming up, pulse, 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 forwards and down. Last one. Pulse, 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 forwards and down. Bring your arms fully up, extend to the ceiling, look up. We're going to take our arms into a V shape here. And we're just going to press down into a W position, bringing our shoulder blades together at the back and then coming back up into the V. So keep going like this. Try not to push forwards with your tummy and your ribs, just using your arms, keeping your spine in a nice straight alignment. Breathing naturally. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Bring your arms back down. We're going to take our feet nice and wide, keeping your toes outwards. We're going to come down into a little squat position here. Knees tracking in line with our feet. So try not to dip forwards. Try and keep yourself in a nice alignment. The lower you come down, obviously, the harder you're working. You can take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, engaging your core here. We're going to bring our arms up wide and if palms down, we're just going to do little circles forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, change directions, okay, going back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come behind our head. If this squat becomes uncomfortable, you can come up at any time. You're going to stay low if you want to. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, engage your core, and as you exhale, coming down for a nice lateral stretch. You're going to come down as far as comfortable, just giving nice stretch down this side. Try not to bring your shoulders forwards, just keeping it nice and sideways, and up. Exhale the other side, and release. Keep going. Nice natural breathing. If you want to stay down in the squat position, you can do. Otherwise, you can stand up. We're going to go with our arms wide again. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to take a little twist round to our left and then back to the center as you inhale. Twisting around to the other side as you breathe out. And return. You should be feeling that in the squat now if you're doing the squat. Keep going. Last one, round to your left, right. And then taking it up nice and slowly. Inhale, hands come up to the ceiling. Face your feet forwards. And as we exhale, we're going to come down with our chin down to our chest. We're going to curve through every bone in your spine, nice and slowly. So your hands come to the floor. You may bend your legs if you need to. Have a nice stretch here. Take some deep breaths. Slowly roll it up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly bring your feet together. Lovely. So we've still got our feet in a nice hip distance apart, soft through the knees, pelvic neutral. We're going to do some half roll down here. So we're going to come up to the ceiling, and as we exhale, our chin comes down, roll through our spine nice and slowly, hands come onto our knees, and we're going to stretch our spine up to the ceiling. And then as we inhale, we're going to push our belly down to the floor, bring our chest and our head up. Keep going, arching and flexing through the spine here in your own time. Do what feels good for you. You may want to hold it for a little longer. Take a deep breath in, rolling it all the way back up to standing nice and tall. And we're going to come down into a squat position here. Arms come forwards and then coming back up. Keep your chest up, feet hip distance apart. And 2 more. Holding it here, arms coming down to your sides. We're just going to come up with the diagonal, watching that arm as it comes up, and then the other side. Oh, I lost you there, Jackie. You're back. That's good. Keep going, keep your chest up. When we're doing this position, you should be able to lift your toes. Make sure that you're not leaning too far on the front of your feet. Two more. One more. Slowly roll it up, curving through your spine nice and gently. We're going to come into a little lunging sequence now, taking our feet nice and wide to start with. And we're just going from side to side. Take this in your own time, like before. You can do it, maybe you want to hold a little bit longer on one leg, or if you want to just enjoy the stretch. Keeping our chest up. And doing some nice natural breathing. Okay, we're going to make the next two our last two. Now we're going to do a little lunge sequence coming backwards. So you're going to go first on our left leg first. We're going to come back, drop down. We want nice right angles between our knees, hands on hips, chest up. We're going to either pulse for 3, or you can hold it still if you prefer. We're going to come up and replace. Same leg goes back again. Drop, reposition if you need to. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Come up. Replace. I want you to think about keeping that nice hip distance between your feet as you come back. 1, 2, 3, replace, so you don't lose your balance. Okay, 5 more like this. Coming back, down, pulse, 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 replace. 4 more. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3. 2. Last one. On this last pulse, we're going to sink the knee. So knee comes down, you flatten your back foot, and we're going to tilt our pelvis forwards so we can really feel that in our hip flexors. So we're going to come slightly forwards into that stretch there. Don't want your knee to overlap your foot, so make sure that you're in a nice position here. Arms come up on the diagonal, and we're just going to press forwards for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands either side of the front foot. Keep your toe up at the back and your knee comes up. Step it forwards. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, roll up slowly. Hands come up to the ceiling. And we're going to do it again on the other side. So taking your right foot back. Coming down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Return. Step back. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Return. Keep going. 6 more. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Return. Well done, everyone. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, I think. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Last 2. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Last one, and then we're going to sink the foot. So we're going pulse, pulse, pulse. Drop your knee, flatten your foot. Tilt your pelvis forwards. And we're going to toy soldier for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to either side of your front foot. Tuck your toe under. Lift your knee, bring that foot to the front, roll yourself slowly up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lovely. Hopefully we're a bit warmer. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Okay, coming into our main section, we're going to do a little plank sequence. So I'm going to start off by showing you what we're going to do. There's options here. Vanessa, obviously, because you're postpartum, we want to just try and give you slightly lesser options as well, so you don't damage yourself. So for anyone who's postpartum or just wants to take it easy, there are options to just rest. You don't have to do the whole thing. Feet are hip distance apart, soft knees, pelvic neutral, hands come up. Exhale, we're going to roll it slowly down all the way to the floor. Walking out into our preferred plank. You can either do this on your elbows or on your hands, long arms, or onto your fists if you have any issues with your wrists. So we want a nice, straight, strong body here. No sticking your bum up, no dipping. Nice and straight and strong. We're going to be lifting, and we're going to twist through our hips to the opposite knee to elbow, and then return. We're going to be doing that for 8, and then we're going to lower, and then we're going to do the other side. Twisting, keeping your shoulders and your neck all nice and in alignment. Then we're going to lower, we're going to come down onto our elbows and do 8 hip dips. So you're going to twist through your feet, lowering your hip to the floor for 8. If at any time you want to rest, drop your knees, sink back into a recovery position here, and then rejoin when you're ready, or stay there. And then we're going to come up into a downward facing dog, walk to our feet, and then we're going to keep going, rolling it back up. We're going to do that whole sequence 3 times, okay? So everyone, when you're ready, your feet are hip distance apart. Take a nice deep breath in, extend up to the ceiling, and then when you're ready, we're going to slowly roll it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly. Hands come down to your mat. Take each elbow and just sway gently from side to side. Releasing your neck slightly as well. Okay, hands come down to the mat. We're going to walk into our preferred plank position. When you're ready, lift your left leg, extending it nice and long and strong. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into our opposite elbow and extend. Reach, extend. 6 more. 5. Breathe. 4. Engaging your core. 3, 2, 1. Extend. Plant that foot. Lift your opposite leg. Extend and reach. Extend. Knee to elbow. 6 more. Engage with your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. Coming down to our elbows. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, engage your abdominals. We're going to drop down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink your knees, recover. Take some lovely deep breath. And then we're going to come up onto our toes, pick our knees up into our downward facing dog. Hips are high, heels are low, chest towards your toes. Take a nice stretch here. Walk your hands towards your feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll up slowly. Hands come up to the ceiling. Inhale and then exhale, we're rolling it back down. Hands coming down to the mat. Walking into our preferred plank position. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, engage your abdominal muscles. So nice, elongate through the spine, strong through the core. Your neck is an extension of your spine. We're going to lift our left leg and then knee to elbow. Lift, knee to elbow. 6 more. Nice long deep breath. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. And plant the foot. Come up with the other leg. Deep breath in. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. Come onto our elbows. Take a deep breath in. Engage your abs as you breathe out. We're going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink your knees. I can't breathe. Whew. Come up, push up off your knees onto your toes in your downward dog position for a lovely calf stretch. Walk your hands towards your feet. Take a deep breath in, and then rolling yourself as you exhale. All the way to your extended position. Take a deep breath in, exhale, rolling it down, last one. Vertebrae by vertebrae, nice control. Hands come down to the mat. Walk out into your long arm plank. Lift your left leg. And we're going for 8, 7, 6. Stay nice and long and strong. 5, lengthening through the leg. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Other leg, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. Come onto your elbows. Hip dips. We're going to inhale, exhale, engage your core. Coming down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink the knees and recover. Take a nice deep breath here. And we're going to come into a side lying sequence from here. I couldn't see either of you. You disappeared off the screen, so I hope you didn't pass out. We're coming onto our sides now. The side lying, I'm going to have us rest on our lower arm first. And you're going to be in a nice straight line here, engaging through your core. Hips are stacked, one on top of the other. Shoulders are also in a nice straight line. So you're in a nice, long, strong body position. If you're having trouble balancing, you can bring your legs forward slightly at an angle. You can bend your knees. If you want something underneath to support your neck, that's also fine. You can get a cushion. We're just going to work gently through. This is a good one for our oblique muscles, as was the last one. We're doing a love handle session today, guys. So the first move we're going to do, you can either rest your hand on your hip or take it in front of the support. We're going to lift and lower. So we're coming up and down. We're not trying to do right angles. Just come up as far as your leg comes before it starts twisting. So just up to a sort of 45 degrees maybe and lower. Okay, so we're going to come up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lengthening through that leg. Next, we're going to come all the way forwards in a half scissor, pointing our foot forwards and then flexing it back, pressing back slightly on the back. So forwards and back. 6 more. Try not to put too much of your weight onto that supporting hand and really work through the core as well and the leg. Lost count. 4 more. 3, 2, and that's 1. From here, we're going to lift the top leg and then lift the bottom leg. I always bring mine slightly forwards for this or I fall over. If you're going to wobble, bring yourself slightly forwards. So coming up up, lower, and lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. 6 more. Really lengthen through those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Get to breathe nicely here and lower. From here, we're going to lift the top leg and do small circles. So we're going to go forwards, up, back, and around, trying to keep our body nice and still. 2 more. 1 more. And then we're going to go the other way. So coming back, up, forwards, and down. Just a nice small movement. Last one. And lower. Last move on this side, we're going to bring our knees to a 45-degree angle. Make sure that you're nice and lined from the top. Your head is still resting nice, neutral spine. Engaging your core. We're going to squeeze open here, pointing our toes together. And then we're going to extend one leg up, lower, and then close. So we're doing like a clam, and open, down, and lower. So let's do 7 more, please. Open, extend, lower, and close. 6 more. 5. Really squeeze the glutes. 4. 3. Really control that move. 2. Last one. You should be feeling that in the glutes now. And relax. Keep this top knee bent. We're going to press up into a seated position. Just stretch through that. So you keep this top leg over the lower leg and then just bring that other leg round and twist into that bent upper leg until you feel it through your glutes. So I'm going to keep bringing that foot towards myself until I can feel it. Take some nice deep breath here. Well done, lovely. And then we're going to come down onto the other side and do it all again. Exciting. When you're ready, let's go. So we're coming down into a nice straight line. Use your mat if you have one as a guide. We're coming down, resting our head onto our lower arm. Feeling our hips stacked, pointing long and strong through our feet. Again, when all of the kind of lifting and lowering, really lengthen through the leg. It's not about height, it's about pushing away and really squeezing through the glutes and through the muscles in your leg. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, engage our core. We're going to lift and lower for 8. So going up and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And lower. Straight into the next one. Scissors forward, pointing forward, flexing it back. 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice deep breath. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do lift, lift, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. 4 more. That's 3. Lift, lift, lower. That's 2. Last one. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Keep those legs straight. We're going to go into forward circles, small circles, controlled movements. 4, 3, 2, last one. Change directions. Should be feeling that in the top leg. 3, 2, last one. Bring that leg down. Taking it to the 45-degree angle. You're coming open, extend, close, close. Open, extend, down, close. 6 more. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. And close. Good one. Give yourself a little whack there. That's good. Taking that top knee, keep it bent. We're going to do the same stretch again. So coming up, keep that knee towards the body, twist into it, and hopefully you should feel that stretch through the glutes there. Oh, that was a good one. Take some nice deep breath, enjoy the stretch. We're going to do a little spine twist now, just to sort of bring ourselves back in alignment. So if you want to sit down, you can be cross-legged, however's comfortable really, it's up to you. You can have your feet forwards, wide, slight bend in the knee, it's up to you. We're going to sit nice and tall through our seat bones, shoulders back and down away from our ears, head nice and tall through the crown of our head, neck, head. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to engage our core, hands into a prayer position, or whichever you prefer, Cossack. We're just going to twist ourselves to the left as we exhale, and then return, inhale. Exhale, turn the other way, and return. Keep going. Nice little mobility move for our spine here, just gentle. Keep going. We'll do one more each side. Excellent. Okay, from here I've got a little ab sequence. Take it easy, Vanessa, if you want to stay on the first move, and then I'm going to do some progressions. You may not want to join in with those, but see how you feel, and we'll take it from here. So we're going to sit with our knees and our feet hip distance apart, nice and tall through the spine, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down, head nice and long and tall. Not my umbrella. Anyway, okay, so we're going to come back into a nice position working here so we can really feel our abs working, keeping our feet planted on the mat. All we're going to do from here is we're going to just lift and lower the arms, alternate arms. So when you want to be in a nice working position where you feel comfortable to stay in that position. Breathing nice and gently, engaging through the abs. We don't want you wobbling around, so come to a position where it's working nicely, okay? You can come all the way up to the top and work from here, still doing the same thing. So we're going to do 8 more of these, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lovely. Last one. Brilliant. And then just coming slowly back up into your sitting up straight position. From here, if you want to progress, we're going to lift both feet off the ground, bringing them up to a nice parallel with the ground position. And we're going to keep going again with the arms. So come to the position where you feel comfortable to work. Take a deep breath in. Keep the chin up nice and high. And we're just going to keep going. Exhale, alternate arms for 8. You can stay in the previous position if it's more comfortable for you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring our feet back, rolling up into the same seated position. Feet hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart. The third round of this, the third progression is to come up with both legs and then straighten those legs. So when you're ready, we're going to go for the third round. Feel free to stay in either position that you were in before. Going up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, that's 1. Bring your feet back down to the mat and coming sitting up into a seated position. From here, we're going to do some on our back. So we're going to roll slowly down through our spine so our head comes down to the mat. Rest and relax here for a moment. Take some breaths. Flatten out your legs. Shoulders away from your ears. We want to have a nice straight spine here. We want to have a pelvic neutral. So if you want to roll through your pelvis like we did at the beginning, finding your point B, so your back is nice and flat on the floor. You want to not be arching your back as we do any of these moves. So if you feel yourself arching, take it up a little bit higher with your moves. Try not to sort of stretch yourself too much. Vanessa, for you, I think you come into a tabletop position and we're going to do alternate tap downs here. So you're going to have a nice 90-degree angle with your legs, and just alternate legs, tapping down, keeping that nice angle at the floor there. For anyone who wants to do a little bit more this week for a progression, I'm going to take straight legs and we're going to pendulum. So we're going to come up with one leg as the other leg comes down, keeping your spine nice and flat. Elongate through that spine, breathing gently, pointing your toes. And then really engaging your core, working through your core. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees to your chest, have a little hug. Again, if you want to keep with those, you can do, or we can progress. Vanessa, if you want to do double tap downs, you can do, or you can stay with the singles. So you've got your both feet going down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Remember to keep your core engaged, your back nice and flat, your spine elongated. For those of you who want a little progression, we're going to take straight legs and you're going to lower them down. Remember that, keep that nice spinal alignment. No arching through the back, shoulders nice and away from the ears. Breathe. 6 more. 5. You don't have to come all the way down. 3. 2 more. Last one. And you can keep going with that last move, or if you want to join me, we're going to do flutter kicks down to the floor and up again. So we're coming forwards and backwards, nice and quickly, flutter, 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 all the way down to the floor. And then coming all the way back up again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Well done, everybody. We're done. I'm going to take you through a nice cool down now. So take some nice deep breaths here. Extend your legs down and your arms over your head and just take some nice deep breath. Bring your feet to the mat, hip distance apart, keep your shoulders down away from your ears, your hands down by your side. We're going to lift our left leg, place it over our right knee and push that left knee wide. Take your hands through your right hamstring and then just pull that one towards you for a lovely stretch through your glutes. Take some nice deep breath here. And slowly release. Place that left leg back on the floor and do the same on the other side. So lifting your right leg, right foot onto your left knee, your right knee goes wide, your hands go to your left hamstring and pull that towards you. Getting a lovely stretch through your glutes. Breathe. And slowly release. Take both feet down to the floor. Hug your left knee close. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, point that leg up to the ceiling. Pointing and flexing that foot. Take a nice deep breath. Relax the foot. Take a deep breath. Head and shoulders come up. Bring that leg a little bit closer in. For a further stretch, you can place your right leg straight down on the floor. Hold it there. And slowly releasing it down to the ground. Swapping legs over, so you bring your right leg in, give it a hug, take a deep breath. Exhale, that leg goes to the ceiling and point and flex that foot. Nice deep breath. When you exhale, come back up. Bring that leg a little bit closer in. Push the left leg away. And slowly release. From here, we're going to bring ourselves up to a seated position. We're going to do a nice spine stretch. So your feet together, sitting on your seat bones. Take a nice deep breath in. Hands come up to the ceiling. Sitting nice and tall. And as you exhale, slowly fold yourself forwards until the last thing that comes down is your head down to your knees. And then slowly coming back up again. We're going to do this 5 more times. So coming up, exhale, stretching through your spine, dragging it up. Inhale, come up, exhale, holding down. Do 3 more. And 1 more for luck. Coming up and then folding it nicely forwards. Your head comes to your knees and then just back into your seated position here. I'm going to go into a cross-legged position, but again, you can sit however you feel comfortable here. Maybe with your legs forward, slightly bent. You want to just have one hand down on the floor and the other hand's coming up and over. And we're just going to do some nice lateral stretching here. With no twisting forwards, just sticking side to side. Top arm comes over and you feel a nice stretch down that side. Go at your own pace, whatever feels good for you. Do 2 more. Last one. From here, we want to go onto our fronts for a little stretch out of the abdominal muscles. So we're going to come onto my front here. My hands down by my side, but bent, so like I am. And then you're going to just engage your glutes and your abdominal muscles. So breathe in, and as you exhale, engage your core, and then slowly pressing up onto your elbows and then lowering. If you bring your hands further forwards, it becomes easier. So just adjust to see which works for you. Keeping your neck in line with your spine, so not arching yourself up too much. And then just lowering gently. Again, going in your own time. That's what feels comfortable for you. Stretching out our abdominals. If you want to go a little further, you can push up onto your hands. That's fine. For a breathing pattern, you're breathing in as you come down, breathing out as you go up. Give me one more like this. And lower. From here, we're going to take our left foot with our left hand and just squeeze it towards the left glute, giving yourself a nice stretch through the quads. Hold that there. And release. Same on the other side. Right hand to right leg, bring it to your right glute so you can lift it slightly off the floor, just having a nice stretch through the quads. And slowly release. Pressing up onto your knees, coming back into a lovely child's position here. Stretching through, pushing your hands forwards, releasing the back. Take yourself over to your left, bringing yourself both arms over and then pushing your bum down to the right hand side. For a nice release down the side. Take yourself to the center. And then go to the other side. So taking your hands to the right, pushing your bum down to the left, and feeling that lovely stretch down your left side. Bring yourself back down to the middle. Come up onto all fours, and then slowly come up onto your knees. We're going to come forwards with our right leg first onto a lunge position. We're going to do the same as we did at the beginning. We're going to come into a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to tilt your pelvis forwards and slightly push forward so you can feel that through your hip flexors. And we're just going to roll out our shoulders like we did at the beginning. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press your hands down to the floor. Lean back and straighten that front leg. Enjoy a lovely hamstring stretch here. Chest down towards the knee. 3. And then coming back forwards onto that foot, replacing the knee behind you and then bringing the other leg forwards. Coming up onto that knee, we're going to do the other hip flexor stretch. So we're going to tilt our pelvis forwards, push slightly into that position, and just roll our shoulders forwards here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands either side of the front foot. Lean back into that hamstring stretch, straighten that front leg, chest comes down towards the knee. And let's breathe here. Bring your weight forwards onto that front leg, touch your toe underneath beneath you, and then just step yourself forward so your feet are together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rolling all the way up to standing. Slowly through each vertebrae. Roll out your shoulders. Facing you again now. So we're hip distance apart, soft through our knees. We've got our pelvic neutral. We can roll out our shoulders. Take some nice deep breaths. Hands come up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release down to the floor as we come back up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Last one, exhale, release, and then we come back up, hands into your prayer position, and then bring them down to your chest. And here we are. Let me just stop recording.